This is a sports catastrophe production. Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Goodard. Welcome you to another sports catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, August the 28th, and this will be the only video for August 28th, is a figure skating icon in the United States, winning 4 consecutive U.S. championships, 4 consecutive world championships, and the gold medal in the 84 Olympics. His signature move was the backflip. That unfortunately is against Olympic regulations, but he does do it as he did it as an exhibition routines, and as a professional, he doesn't have to do the Olympic thing. Anyway, he was known for his charity work, author of 3 books, and a signature commentator for NBC's thing. He is Scott Hamilton, who is 64 years old today. Scott Hamilton was born in August of 1958. He was actually adopted by Dorothy and Ernest Hamilton, raised in Bowling Green, Ohio. He has 2 siblings, Susan, who's his parents' biological daughter, and youngest brother Stephen, who was also adopted. Unfortunately, at age 2, Hamilton had a mysterious illness that caused him to stop growing. He had lots of tests done on him and was actually told that he had cystic fibrosis, which was wrong. The disease corrected itself. It was actually found out that he had a congenital brain tumor. At the peak of his career, he was 5'4" and 108 pounds. However, he would train to be a figure skater. In 1976, he almost stopped skating because of the cost of training too high, and he was in college. However, the McLaurins, who were the founder of the Pioneer Fund, a philanthropic organization with a focus on figure skating, higher education, and medical research, stepped in to provide support for Hamilton to continue his training. He did attend Bowling Green University still when he was skating. In 1980, he ended up taking 3rd at the U.S. Figure Skating Championships, which got him a spot at the Lake Placid Olympics, taking him 5th place, which wasn't that bad. And he actually carried the American flag at the opening ceremony in Lake Placid. That was cool. However, in 81, things would change. He looked pretty good and all that. From that 81 U.S. Championships on to his career as an amateur, he would never lose. So he would win the 81, 82, 83, and 84 U.S. title, and subsequently the World Championships, 81, 82, 83, 84. He was amazing at all that. At the 84 Olympics, he won the compulsory figures competition, and then took 2nd in the short program, which meant that the long program was coming up. He planned 5 jumps for the long program: a triple lutz, triple flip, triple toe loop with a double loop thrown in, a triple toe wally, and a triple salchow. He completed only 3 of the 5 jumps, missing the triple flip and the triple salchow. Usually it's like, well, you miss 1 key jump, you're in deep trouble. He got some technical merit scores. He got mostly 5.7s and 5.8s. An artistic impression. He didn't win the long program. He ended up 2nd behind Brian Orser of Canada. However, because Orser was not doing so well, and he flubbed the compulsory figures, he couldn't catch Scott Hamilton, and Hamilton won the gold medal. And the U.S. men celebrated because it was their first gold medal since 1960. He didn't even attempt the triple axel, which was hard to do and all that. But he still was world champion, and then turned professional in 84. So he finished his amateur career with 4 straight U.S. titles, 4 straight world championships, and the 1984 gold medal. Scott Hamilton actually toured with the Ice Capades for a couple of years, but then created the Scott Hamilton's American Tour / which would be called Stars on Ice. So yeah, he co-founded, co-produced, and performed in Stars on Ice. and retired in 2001. It was amazing and all that. Of course, in broadcasting, he was a star and all that. Skating commentator for CBS and then NBC. So he was always known for his over-the-top stuff about the men's figure skating. And of course, Scott Hamilton's voice. In 2002, really shrieked when Sally and Pauche got ruined of their gold medal chances. Remember? I thought they won. That was travesty and all that. Yeah. So yeah. Scott Hamilton was in a few shows and all that. He was in the second season of Celebrity Apprentice. He made a small appearance on Roseanne in a mock linoleum skating competition sequence. He was in Blades of Glory. He was in King of the Hill, that King of the Hill episode as a dog dancing commentator in Dances with Dogs. That's the one when, you know, Hank is upset that Bobby's teaching Lady Bird to dance and all that. But Lady Bird is arthritic, but it's done pretty well. And then, you know, Hank does the country line dance thing and doesn't do that badly. But Bobby performs with Con's dog to try to stick it to Hank, I guess. Anyway, Hamilton was even featured in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but in the episode in which Sabrina's father finally comes back into her life. Sabrina said about a trip to Stars on Ice, saying that the dad tried to throw a Scott Hamilton mug at Scott Hamilton. Anyway, he offered 3 books, landing it, which talks about his life on and off the ice in 1999. 2009, The Great 8, which was the secret to happiness. In 2018, finished first, winning changes everything but the value of competition. He married a nutritionist in 2002, having 3 sons and a daughter, and they live in Franklin, Tennessee. Hamilton is a Christian and all that. God is there every single time. Hamilton had a battle with testicular cancer in 1997 and made a return to skating. And then in 2004, he had a benign brain tumor, which was treated at the Cleveland Clinic. And then Hamilton had brain surgery in 2010 to prevent the recurrence of the tumor. She was successful and all that. Hamilton was in the hospital because when the tumor was removed, an artery was nicked. The bleeding had stopped, but was in 4 days later, but he came okay. And Hamilton got another brain tumor diagnosis in 2016, but it shrunk without chemo. Anyway, he does a lot of stuff with Make-A-Wish and all that. Oh no, he was in season 2 in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice, but I don't think he was in it there too. The strange thing in 1993 is that when the Associated Press did a sports study in which Hamilton was one of the greatest popular athletes in America, he was ahead of Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Troy Aikman, Dan Marino, Wayne Gretzky, Joe Montana, and Nolan Ryan. Can you imagine beating Michael Jordan in that one? So, yeah, he was an iconic skater and all that. So, yeah. It's just been fantastic. And that's the way it will be with Scott Hamilton. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.